It's time now for a little trip back in time with Elizabeth Laval, president of the Fresno County Historical Society. Elizabeth joins us every month for a look back at history and a look into the future while we create and preserve history right now.
Yes.
Okay, if anybody was paying attention, I had a little April Fool's topical today. I said that the Historical Society had a time machine, and that's where you were going to take us to the year 3000.
Oh my God, I would take you back.
Take us back. Okay.
Yeah.
Your newsletter came out today.
It did.
Where did it take us back in time?
Well, we started out just kind of recapping the first quarter.
Okay.
Because in our president's letter, there was so much activity in the first quarter that we talked a little bit about what had happened, what we've been doing, and then we talked about what's coming up in the next 3 months.
Yeah.
And the biggest exciting news is on May the 2nd, we'll be kicking off the city's Historic Preservation Month party.
Oh, fun!
With a party at the Archive on Kern.
Oh!
Formerly known as, AJ broke the news at the gala on the air that it's now called the Archive on Kern.
Yes.
No longer the Downtown Club.
No longer the Downtown Club,
right.
But I'm sure we'll preserve that history.
We will.
Yeah.
It will. The Downtown Club will always be, because the bar is the place.
So
the bar will be open. It's open to the public. We're going to do our first art hop. There'll be some exhibits, giving people just a sneak peek of what's going to happen in that building in the future when it becomes an archive.
Yes.
Everybody wants us to keep it open for big parties and all, but parties,
I know, we were just talking about
and paper don't necessarily go together.
Precious artifacts.
Yes, and we did buy it for an archive, everybody. So it is really going to have our permanent collection from the McClatchy papers, the B papers as well. And then we will also have our Chinese collection there. And then people eventually will be able to call up different things from the archive and share with us, share what they want to research.
Yeah. Okay, so a party that I can go to, because I did miss I missed my favorite event. Your guys' gala was my favorite event of the year. So you just had your tiki,
the Leilani Hideaway.
Leilani, yes.
That's our birthday party.
Did it go? It went well.
It went well, and we turned 105 and don't look a day over 104. And everything was fun. I think everybody had a great time in that club, because it's the last time it will be solely used for that kind of gala.
For a party.
Right.
Well, I'm happy to say that I have been to a party at the Downtown Club before.
Yes.
So I'm glad that I got to, experience some things, some partying there, and now some archival there.
Well, and also in our newsletter this month, we were talking a lot in our archival showcase about the radio broadcast for Better Understanding, which turned out to be something that was on the air for a really long time. It was diversity before it became the word of the day. And you can see right now there were 3 men. They were from different faiths, and they got together, and they, of course, KMJ was the only radio station at the time, and they were able to try and build bridges. They really tackled what was happening in the community, because, sorry to say, at that time, there still was what we are calling redlining, where certain groups of people, kind of the immigrant side of people, stayed on one side of the tracks. And that did, of course, thank goodness, Fresno is very open to changing that. And people now can enjoy a beautiful tapestry, as they say in the newsletter, of everybody living together. And, there's always work to do. But we also talked about the origin story of Valley Children's Hospital.
Yes, so I saw those pictures, and that's in our Roots of the Valley segment of your newsletter.
So sometimes, Emily, when things get newsworthy, we just like to take people back to learn, where did it all start?
Sure.
And this has nothing to do with anything other than you are looking at the very first patient that was ever served at
her little raggedy
facility.
doll.
Yes. So
this
was at Shields in Millbrook.
Okay.
1952. And they made the front page cover of the news.
That's crazy.
When little Myrna had her appendix out.
Her appendix out.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And so this was just showcasing, there she is in her bed with the dolls. And she, they tracked her progress. HIPAA laws would never allow this now, right?
God, no. Look at her smiling, though.
I know,
she
but
looks like she's doing good.
Everything had been prepared and ready to go. And then Little Myrna was admitted even before there was the old entrance to the original Valley Children's Hospital. The brainchild of 5 community women.
Yeah.
Who made sure that there was a place. And what I found really interesting about this was they say, and guidance center.
Okay.
They actually had psychologists on staff to help the mental health of children long before it became popular.
Progressive,
very much so.
Forward thinking.
It was.
Sort of mindset.
Yeah.
Also, forward thinking in our KMJ news program
Yes.
About tolerance.
Yes, Forum for Better Understanding.
Such an interesting dynamic to
happen. The neatest thing that happened, because 2 of us wrote different articles, and when I was writing the Valley Children's article, it happened to be that the 3 men who were focused on the Forum for Better Understanding were at the dedication and gave the dedication of Valley Children's in 1952.
Okay, so that's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
How long did the Forum for Better Understanding, how long did that program run?
It went well over a decade. It was on for quite a long time.
Because for some reason the phrasing seems familiar to me, although I'm not that old.
No, it was before your time, but it's something that we have written about in books.
Oh, okay.
You may have come across it because you're a good history avid.
Yes, I do love
person
the history.
that loves that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, in the newsletter, we have our Mother's Day tea coming up.
Yes, lots of events happening.
And we also have some really great Fields of Fresno ag tours coming up. So the Madera Wine Trail is going to be our next one.
Okay.
And that is coming up. Oh, you're looking at the new awning.
Yes, there's the awning.
There's the awning. That is a mock-up, but that is what that building is going to look like. Mother's Day tea is coming up, I think, on May 11th. It's the day before Mother's Day.
Yes.
We have our Sip and Smoke that we aren't disclosing yet the location.
Okay.
Last year it was in the fall.
Very popular.
But everybody asked us to move it near Father's Day so people could use it as a gift.
Yeah, that's
so
a
it's
great
the
idea.
weekend after Father's Day.
Okay.
And then, of course, our Fields of Fresno. In July, we're doing something real special.
Okay.
We're taking a whole day trip to the Port of Oakland.
Oh, fun.
To see where our fruits and vegetables and our valley crops actually go offshore and see the ships that they go on.
Oh, that's
Have
fun.
lunch in Jack London Square. Really make it a whole day.
Oh, there's a great place to go visit in Jack London Square. We'll talk about it. Okay.
Yes.
We will have all of the everything that we talked about here. We'll put it online. If you want to get the monthly newsletter, The Grapevine, we'll put a link to that as well. Elizabeth, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, stay with us. We're back with Fresno State Physics Outreach after this.
Very small family.